Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to the session on draw.io. So guys, today's session is all about understanding what this tool is and what is the usage of the tool for a business analyst. Guys, please know that we all work on the tools, right? And the most importantly, we try to draw the UMLs, right? So for UMLs, we have one of the tools that get installed that is called as MS Visio. For people who does not have MS Visio, or the people who use Apple MacBooks, and people who system has crashed, or all other areas where you're unable to use MS Visio, the best alternative tool that is very similar to MS Visio is called as draw.io. Okay, guys. So basically, please note draw.io is a tool very similar to MS Visio, and it is also used in organizations worldwide. Now, talking about draw.io, please note that this tool is an open source tool. Now, what does that mean? Basically, you can get it, you can just open it and get it free of cost. It's also free. You don't have to pay any kind of a fee to use this draw.io tool. So with this tool, we can actually draw the use case diagram. You can draw the activity diagram. We can draw the swim lanes. We can draw the sequence diagram, and we can also draw the wireframes. Okay, guys. So today we'll talk about all of these uh, areas. So how to draw all of these diagrams using draw.io. Okay, guys. So having said that, please open your browser and you can start from there. So guys, I have opened my browser here. If you can look at my screen, and I'm just typing as draw.io in it. Okay, guys, I am drawing and I've already drew one diagram, but we'll start off from the scratch, guys. Okay. So guys, whenever you want to start from the scratch, you will get this template or this pop-up box where it says which kind of a diagram we need. For now, we will take blank diagram and we'll say create. So guys, we will create this diagram. Okay. So the top areas, what you can see is you can rename your file, you can make a copy, you can import it from, you can export your diagram from, or other areas. Okay. You can also edit the diagram. You can view these all the buttons and everything. Whichever you do not want, you can remove it, guys. Okay. However you want, you can add it. You can arrange the diagrams. You can have extras and help, which we will not use extensively. Okay. However, we would definitely use these shapes here on the left hand corner to create those diagrams, guys. So today first let's talk about the use case diagram first. So before that, if you notice, guys, we do have certain categories from where you can choose the diagram. So here general is all the basic shapes that you want, or you can also take the specific areas wherever you want the diagrams. Okay. So for now, I need a system boundary, right? I will go here. I will take one rectangle shape and I will just drag it, guys. I will just drag this rectangle box. Okay. I would also would like to add the system boundary here. I will have to go to the text. Okay. I'll have to go to the text. Okay. And I can take one text option here and I can paste it here. I can rename the text, double click on it and you can rename it as probably your ATM application. Okay, you can take it as ATM application. I'll just drag it so that you can understand it. Now I can take the use cases, right? You now have to go to your UML. Okay. Under UML, you will have to pull out the actor first. Okay. Double click on the actor and you can name it as customer. Yes, it is named as customer. You can also take another actor and you can also renaming as, double click on it, and you can talk it, say it as server. Okay, guys, fine. Now, I would like to add the use cases, right? I would like to add the use cases. Come here, take this use case, okay, double click on it and say login. Okay, guys, I will can reduce this. Okay. Now, if I can also drag and drop another use case from here, or I can also paste it. I will say Control C and Control V. Okay, I got one use case. Double click on it, enter the username. Okay, guys. Again, double click on this, Control C, Control V. Take something here and say enter the password. Okay, guys. So basically, these two would be your include relationship, right? So let's assume I also want to add an extend relationship here. Okay. What I'll see, I'll double C, control, copy paste, enter the account number. Let's assume. Okay. Account number. So now I would, so I want the system to log in only by username and password, and this account number would be optional. It is an extend relationship. Okay. For that, what will I do? I need this relationships here, right? So guys, you can select from here. If you notice, there are options given here, relation, association, one, and all that, right? So here, I will take a uses. Please note in draw.io also you have this relationship called as uses. Okay. As we all know, for your include relationship, the arrow has to start off from your essential use case to your this use case, right? Again, I will take the same. Okay. Go to this use dependency and wherever you want to put it there and take this and use it like this. Just a second, guys. Let me do it again. Load this uses again. That's it. Okay. Now I also want extend, right? So what I'll do, I have an extend relationship here as well, guys. See here, we have extend. Select that, drag and drop it. Go to your supporting use case and connect it to your this one. That is it. Okay, guys. So we have uses and we have extends. Now I'll take another use case wherein we will talk about the another one that is I'll name it as perform financial transactions. Okay. Now I would want to take one use case as deposit money. Okay. I will take withdraw money. So guys, please note that this is not an include and extend relationship. It is a generalization relationship. Okay. So it's basically a generalization relationship. We also have this relationship here as mentioned here. Okay. So we look at here. See, generalization relationship. So what I'll do is I can come here and I can put it here. Okay, guys. Okay. Again, I'll take one more relationship. I will say put it as come here and I will mention it like this. Okay, guys. If you notice, I do not need this extend relationship there, right? Double click on it and just delete it. It's gone. Double click on it and it is gone. So it is generalization relationship, guys. Clear so far? Okay. Now, if I also want to add any other relationship, such as maybe probably another actor to actor relationship, again I can do the same thing. Control C, Control V. I will come here. I will double click on the actor and I can rename it as VIP customer. Okay. You can take the same generalization relationship and I can come here and I can select right here, double click on to delete. That's it. Okay, guys. So we also need association, right? We also need association lines. For that, please go to general, take a line. We have a line. Just connect with your actor to your use case. That's it. Or again, take this line, come here, and you can put it here, guys. That's it. Okay, guys. Again, come here, take this line and put it to the this. Go here, take this line and mention it to your. Okay. So you can also take a use case here. Order checkbook. Okay. So guys, I can also take another line from this thing and I can add it here. And if you want, you can also copy paste. Please note, this option is always there. You can definitely copy paste it from your previous lines. Okay. Like that you can do, guys. You all clear? Now to make this more beautiful, what you can do with dot.io, which is not present in MS Visuals, you can actually color them and look them more beautiful, guys. So what you can do is just go select any color that you want. Okay, let's assume for login I want a blue. For your supporting I want green. Okay, for extend I would like to take purple. However you want, you can take those colors, guys. See, these are all generalization, right? Let's assume I want to add more colors, different colors, just to show different relationships. It's again another use case. You can take this. Okay, guys. We can also add color to the actors as well. You can take whoever you want. You can take a yellow actor. You can take however you want. You can keep adding colors and prepare a diagram. So this is how you take a use case diagram. You make a use case diagram. And if you want to send it to anybody, you can just come here. You can export it as a PDF. You can also export this as an image, PNG, JPEG, or however you want, you can export it. And you can also save as, so that tomorrow when you want to log in and share with the concerned stakeholders, you can. So now talking about our evaluations, if you want to share this diagram with the mentors in the document, what you can do is you can save this as a PNG or an image, and you can paste this diagram in the Word file. Okay, so that would be the best way to explain and to understand, and everything would be very clear, guys. Hope this clears your doubt on how to draw the use case diagram. So next we will talk about how do we do the activity diagram, guys. Okay, hopefully this is clear. So guys, now that we have already learned about the use case diagram, so now let's talk about the activity diagram. So guys, if you all can see my screen, so guys, we have drawn one use case diagram, right? So now we will talk about the activity diagram. For that, again, I will go to the file. I will say new. Again, I'll take the blank diagram and say create. Guys, you can also rename the diagram here. You can say it as activity diagram or however you want, you can rename it, guys. Okay. And I'll go here and I'll say create. Okay. So this is your activity diagram. Just like your use case diagram, you also would draw the activity diagram. So guys, we all know that under UML, you will have to drag down and you'll take a start node. Please note, here you do not have two different shapes for your start and the end node. You have only one shape, you can take it. Okay. And then you will talk about the activity. So if you guys remember, we have an option here called as an activity with the line. So you can take this and you can just drop it here, guys. And you can also take this line and copy paste it. And you can also take it here and you can place it here as well. So that you also have a line starting from the start node. Okay. Or else you can also do this way. Come here and you can click on that. It will actually redirect you to, it will help you to create such lines, guys. So we'll take another example here to create an activity diagram. I have a start node. I will double click on it and I will say login to the system. Okay, log into the system, right? I would like to log into the system and now I would like to enter the username and the password. Okay. Now, I'll put a condition box here, guys, wherein I'll say that if it is right, it has to take me somewhere. If it is wrong, I have to take it to somewhere else. For that, please go to your general, and from here, take this relationship here. Okay. And again, I told you, right, if you want to put that relationship, just take here and you can take a line, guys. You can take one relationship from here and you can take this line. Okay. And I will copy it again, paste it, and I can mention it from here. Okay, guys, we do not need this extent, right? We'll just remove the text from here. Okay, here I will put a guard condition. Say if no. I have a guard condition there. So I'm saying that if it is wrong, it will have to take me to the login to the system. And if it is right, it will have to take me down. So I'll again take one more relationship here and I will add it here, guys. Okay, we'll take another activity and state that if, view the home page. Okay, guys, this is how I wanted to create this relationships. Okay, guys, now I will take a branch and merge conditions wherein I would say search for the product. Search for the product, guys. Okay. Here I need branch and merge, right? We just reduce this a little. Just reduce it. Okay. Fine. I will take one branch and merge. Again, I need to go to the general, take this relationship here, and I will just reduce it. Okay, guys, I will take a branch and merge for that. We can also copy this, guys. We don't have to constantly keep going there. We can take this and we can copy it. Not at all a problem. Okay. Search for the product. You can either search via the product name, or you can also search via the product ID. Let's search it a product details. Okay. So I will add this relationship here. Control C, Control V. We can take it from here, or else we can also take this relationship here. Go to extents. We have to take this, guys, like this. Okay, double. Remove the text. That's it. Okay, I'll again put one more relationship here. Same shape. We'll take this. Okay, because we do have the shapes mentioned here. So you can just take that shape. Okay. After this, I need another activity, right? We'll take this up. Need a line. Good to go. Okay, guys. So I have put a branch condition. Now, add the products to the cart. Now I would like to make the payment. So I will come here. I will take this payment option. Payment. Okay. I would like to make payment. For this, I need a fork and join, right? So guys, here in draw.io, we do not have the fork and join relationship. I'll take this slide. Okay. I will mention it here. Okay. I would want to thicken this line. So what I can do is I can go here. I can take this and I can increase the points. That's it. So I have this thick black line, which does talk about the fork and join. Again, I can take this, copy, Control C and Control V. I will take this, Control C and Control V. Make payment. I'm sorry, guys. Here, for make payment, we will not get fork and join. You would get again another branch and merge. I will change it. Okay, I will probably say bound to delivery. Okay. So here I will add to cart and payment made. Okay, because I'm just skipping few steps here just for our understanding. I just want to show you the shapes here, which is why I'm doing this. Okay. So bound to delivery, I will actually want to do probably update the GPS. Probably I will say prepare the receipt or the bill. Okay. Then I will assign a delivery point. So guys, please note, I am actually skipping a step here of make payment. So you don't have to worry. This video is all about explaining you how this navigation works here, guys. That is it. That is what I'm trying to do here. Okay. So please do not get worried. So here I will again have to do the same relationships I have to add here, guys. We don't have that shape mentioned here. So I have to take it from here. Control C, Control V. So I have to add those lines, guys. Okay. Then I'll again put another black dot and I can end the activity diagram. Same thing you can take here and you can end it, guys. Okay. That is how you create this activity diagram. Clear so far? Okay, guys. Hope this is all very clear to you on how to draw the basic activity diagram. Clear, guys? Now let's talk about the swim lane diagram. So guys, for swim lane diagram, what you can do is go here and you can call for swim lane diagrams. Okay, so you do have the swim lanes here. Again, you can take a container, or you can also choose however you want. Let's see, I have these levels here. However, see, this is the swim lane. So now what I'll do is I'll go to file, I'll go to new, I'll take a swim lane diagram option. I can say create. So guys, I've already got all these swim lanes here. If you do not want your swim lane diagram to be displayed like this, so what I can do is, again, I'll go to new. Okay, I'll take a blank diagram, create, and I will select swim lane from here, guys. Okay, you can take a swim lane the way we have learned from our this thing. You can rename the pool, you can rename the lanes, and you can do the same thing what we have done in the diagram here. Okay, so you can go to your UML here and select UML. So apply. I will get the UML diagrams. Okay, and I can do the same thing, guys. We'll mention it here. Then we will talk about the activity diagram here. Okay, we'll put one line here. Just like the way we have done in the regular use case diagram, you will do the same thing mentioned here, guys. Okay, now if you do not want this line here, but you want it like this, okay, you can delete it. Again, take this, or you want it like this, just select this, and you want however, whichever shape you want, you can take it. If that shape is not here, then you can just copy it, Control V. So guys, if you're not able to do it properly, this is what is irritating you. You can just take one simple line, okay, and you can take this extends relationship and you can start doing it. If you look at it, the arrow is different, right? The arrow shape is different. So remove this, take, go to general. There also you have these arrows, guys. You can take whichever arrow. So let's see this. You have a label. You can take any arrow that you want to, or else you can also go to these arrows and you can choose, guys. Okay. So please note, this is how you create this swim lane diagram as well. It's very simple. Just that you need to play around a little and you can get it. See, I got an arrow. Create this. Okay, guys, if you want, change the color. This is red. You want to take it black, you can take it black. No problem at all. See, I have taken black. You can take black. Yes. I got it black. So however you want, you can make the changes. So this is how you create this swim lane diagram. Hope this is very clear to all of you. So the next diagram we will talk about is called as sequence diagram. Okay, guys. So we'll talk about the sequence diagram. Okay. So guys, now let's talk about how do we draw the sequence diagram, guys. So far we discussed about the activity diagram and the use case diagram. So now let's talk about the sequence diagram. Okay, guys. So again, I'll go to the file, click on new, and I'll take a blank diagram and I will say create. Okay, this is where I have come to the sequence diagram. Again, I will select the UML. So guys, if you note, all the class the diagram designs are mentioned here. If you remember it from our workshop, we have learned the shapes of the different classes, right? So if you notice, we do have all the shapes mentioned here, guys. So I'll take the first shape here. Okay, I will mention it as boundary object. I will double click on it, or I can leave it like that, guys. And I will take one sequence diagram. Okay, for that I will have to select one option here. I will take the class. Okay, I will mention it here. Okay, guys, I will name it as employee login boundary class. Okay, guys, I'll mention it as employee boundary login class, and I will take one lifeline, right? I'll have to take a lifeline, or else you can also do something. We can also take the object lifeline here that is mentioned here. If you remember in our workshop, we haven't learned the shapes and we do the sequence diagram. So you can also remove the shapes, no problem. Okay, you can delete it. So go to the object, okay, double click on it and say employee login boundary class. Okay, guys, and I have this lifeline mentioned here which I can drag it. Okay, we can control C, control V, copy paste it, again mention it here. We can say login controller class. Okay, guys. I can take employee entity class. Okay. I can again take an employee login boundary class, guys. Okay. So I've taken 4 classes for our understanding. Okay, guys. So now what I'll do is I will take one arrow. Okay. I will take one arrow here. Take this dispatch arrow and you can drag it to this diagram. Double click on it and whatever text that you want to mention here, login. I have to take up this brackets, right? Take this brackets. Remove that. Yes, this is one line that I have. Now I want to take the focus of control, right? And take this activation bar. Wherever I want to mention, I'll have to drag it however I want. If I want it to be covered, complete fill, I can go here, I can take black color and I can fill it. Okay, guys. Then I'll take one more line here. Again, copy paste it, or else you can take one more line. Take this dispatch. So guys, please be a little careful when you're taking these shapes here in draw.io because we do not have those shape mentioned here. Okay, so please take this dispatch and you can select it from here. Okay, guys. Again, double click on it, put the text that is mentioned here. You can take it as verify login data. Okay, dispatch remote. Clear is like that. You can keep on adding the data here. Okay, guys. Control C and Control V, take it here. Again, you can take it from here. You can take it as login successful. Guys, I'm not following the proper way of drawing the diagram in the sense I'm not following how it is done. I'm just trying to show you how the diagram is drawn in your draw.io. You can take the return as well and you can mention the information. And if you want to talk about any sort of validation or something, you can also take that. So basically for that, you can take this required interface and you can mention it wherever you want and drag it. Okay. So that is how you can prepare the sequence diagram. And if I told you, right, you can also color them if you want to. If you want to fill them in with any sort of a color, you can fill it, guys. Should not be a problem at all. Okay, I'm just making it little colorful. That's it. Okay, guys. So if you want to also brighten these colors or you want to increase the points, you can also increase the points. See this. I can increase the points as well. However I want, I can increase the points. Just to make it look more prominent and beautiful. I'm just making this sequence, guys. So this is how you draw the sequence diagram as well. So guys, so far we did discuss about the use case diagram. We did talk about the activity diagram. We did speak about the swim lanes, and we also spoke about the sequence diagram. So this is the end of the UML diagrams that a business analyst usually draws, guys. Okay.